Hi everyone, welcome back to SugarMamma TV, your financial coach, counselor and creator. You guys asked for some videos for students and I'm going to build up a library of videos for students, but I just wanted to put together in the meantime my 5 top financial tips for students. Okay, number 1, have a budget. I know that sounds really dull and boring, but I can't tell you how important it is, not just for students, but for everyone. You need to know, when you have a budget, you know how much it costs to maintain your lifestyle. And then also, by having a budget, you know your ability to be able to save, or your ability to, pay down debt, or even more excitingly, your ability to start investing for yourself. And so when you have a budget, review it regularly, update it, because it's very natural for our lifestyle to sort of sometimes become a little bit more expensive over time. But yeah, number 1 top tip, have a budget. 2 is manage your cash flow. So being a student, there are going to be times where you aren't able to work. So you need to build up your savings for when you expect those times to come around. So, for example, when I was studying at uni and I had assignments, or it was exam time, I wasn't able to work the amount of shifts that I would normally do. So when I knew those times were coming up, I was coming up to exam periods, I would make sure that I started saving and putting extra money into my savings account so that I could afford to take a couple of weeks to focus on, passing all my exams and getting all my assignments done on time. So build up a really good buffer in savings for those times when you're not able to work, so that you don't actually, the last thing you want to be doing is being stressed while you're studying or doing an assignment about money. So build up a regular savings amount so that you don't need to worry about those times, and you can actually, take time off from work to focus on getting, your uni work or TAFE work or college work done. That's really important. My 3rd tip is to watch your student debt. So many people just think, oh, I'm going to worry about my HECS or student loans, when I finish and get a job, that's when I'll start paying it down. That you do not need to do that. The quicker you start attacking your student debt or HECS debt, the better. And you should always be aware of how much debt you've actually got, so that you can actually, start to focus and set some goals on paying it off. Do not wait until you've, qualified or graduated or got your first job to start paying down debt. When you can, pay money towards that debt so it is actually going down, and the smaller it is, the more manageable it is. So even if you're only able to knock $5,000 off your student debt while studying, it's going to be a lot easier to pay off $25,000 worth of student debt versus $30,000 in student debt. You'll not only save interest, but you'll also get out of debt a lot sooner if it's smaller. My 4th recommendation is, if you can, try and work part-time. And I know some courses, the level of work and time and assignments and exams, it doesn't actually allow you to have a part-time job. But if you can, that's great. It will help you give a good sense of independence. You'll have some money for, to keep yourself sane and some, spending money. And obviously, of course, if you can manage to pick up a part-time job in the field that you're wanting to work in, it gives you very, very valuable work experience that you can add to your resume. But yeah, if you can, try and get a part-time job, even if it's a half a day a week or 1 day a week, it will make a big difference to your financial situation. And even if it means you can, put a bit of extra money aside for savings, for sanity money, it's definitely worth it. My final tip is superannuation. I'm going to really bang on about superannuation in all my videos, because I don't think people realise how valuable their superannuation is, and how it's going to make up the majority of their wealth in their, when they retire or when they in their future. You should have one superannuation account. You should make sure it's invested appropriately and invested to your personal situation and financial goals. And you should make sure that you are, comfortable with where that money is invested and understand the risks involved. And even if you can't contribute to it, but you should definitely learn about, the impact of contributing to your superannuation account, and how that could potentially benefit you in the future. And I'm going to be doing videos on contributing to superannuation account, because super does come with some risks, and it does come with some limitations and restrictions, but but for the time being, make sure all your superannuation is consolidated to the one account, and make sure that it's invested for the long run, matching your financial risk attitude and your financial goals. So that was my top 5 tips for students. I'm going to be doing lots more student videos, so make sure you stay tuned and you're subscribed to my channel. Please keep the requests coming in. We love hearing, what you like to hear about and what you'd like to learn about. If you've got any ideas or suggestions or feedback, we're all ears, and we really value and appreciate the time you take to comment. In the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram at SugarMamma.tv, and you can also like us on Facebook. And for any of your friends that are students and think they might benefit from watching this video, make sure you copy and paste this link in an email to them, or put it on their Facebook page, because it's important that we all share our knowledge and information with each other, because it's only going to benefit all of us, and that's always a really good thing to do. So that's it for this video. Ciao for now, and I'll see you in my next one shortly. Okay, bye.